Pass inside, Marshall gets it to go. And Gafford, nice save. Vanderbilt with the steal from behind. But Gafford's back there. Reeves throws up. Oh, Jay!
Don't you believe what Luka Doncic just did to his old pals? It was supposed to be just another regular season game. A Wednesday night showdown between the surging Lakers and a Dallas Mavericks team still trying to remember what happiness felt like. But nope, Luka Doncic turned it into a full-blown Shakespearean revenge play. And boy, did the main character make everyone else look like extras. The final score, Lakers 112, Mavericks 97. But don't let that modest margin fool you. This was a Luka Doncic masterpiece with glitter, grease, and grief all over it.
Getting cheers as soon as he touches the ball. Behind the...
Luka didn't just beat his old team. He did it in style, smashing 45 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 three-pointers in brutal retribution. From the tip-off, Luka looked like he was playing NBA 2K on rookie difficulty with sliders turned up. First possession, step back three. Second, nasty spin into the lane and a floater so soft it probably apologized to the rim. He had 12 points in the first 6 minutes, and the Mavs were already looking like that kid in gym class who forgot his sneakers. Doncic isn't built like your typical NBA assassin. He's not sculpted like Giannis. In fact, let's be real. His physique screams rec league MVP who owns a pizza shop. No real muscle definition, just vibes, intelligence, and a body that looks like it should be ordering dessert, but somehow dominates everybody anyway.
Josh, you're right. It really is bizarre to hear a visiting player.
He sees the floor like he has a cheat code. Double teams, he laughs. Switches, he salivates. And poor Dwight Powell, he got put in a spin cycle so bad he might still be dizzy. Doncic added 10 more points this quarter with a couple of ludicrous fadeaways, one of them right in the face of the Mavericks' rookie guard, who now knows what trauma smells like. By halftime, Luka had 24 points, and the Lakers were up by 7, but the score didn't capture the psychological damage being done. This is where things got dark. Luka came out of the locker room, hit 3 threes this quarter alone, each one more disrespectful than the last. One was from the logo, people, and he turned around before it even dropped. The Mavs called a timeout, but it was more like a group therapy session. Jason Kidd looked like he aged 5 years in 5 minutes. Luka ended the third with 37 points, and the Lakers had ballooned their lead to 13. Dallas fans were booing and cheering at the same time, which is what happens when your former hero becomes your public enemy, bar one. There was a brief moment early in the fourth where Dallas trimmed the lead to 7, and it felt like there might be a pulse. Luka Doncic responded by going full Shakespearean villain. You know, smirking, pacing slowly, letting the audience know the end is near. He dropped another 3, then bullied his way into the paint for a tough and one that had former teammate Josh Green just shaking his head like, y'all really let this man go.
He's going to commit a foul, and now we'll come out of the game.
By the time he checked out with 90 seconds left, after casually tossing his 7th 3 into the net like he was feeding birds in the park, he had 45 points. No smile, just cold eyes and a calm walk to the bench while Laker fans roared and Mavericks fans drowned their sorrows in overpriced stadium nachos. Look, there's flashy players, and then there's Luka Doncic. He's not about windmill dunks or chest-thumping antics. He's about taking your team's entire defensive scheme, folding it into a paper airplane, and throwing it into the sun. And let's talk about value. The Lakers traded for a guy who doesn't have a six-pack, but has a sixth sense for how to rip a defense apart. You paid for a star. You got a walking basketball brain with a side of pettiness. He's giving the Lakers everything and then some. Stats? Yep. Leadership? Definitely. Entertainment? Please. He's the guy who looks like he just rolled out of bed, played 3 hours of Call of Duty, and still walked into an NBA arena to casually hang 45 on the squad that used to call him franchise cornerstone. This wasn't just a game. This was also therapy for Luka. A cleansing. A moment of I told y'all with the poise of someone who isn't surprised, just satisfied. Dallas let him walk. Well, traded him for AD, but still. And now they have to live with the consequences every time he walks into the building. And if this game is any indication of what's to come, Luka Doncic is about to make Los Angeles a living nightmare for the rest of the league. So yeah, what Luka just did to the Mavericks was insane. But the real kicker? He's just getting warmed up. Oh man, if regret was a currency, the Dallas Mavericks front office would be broke and crying into throwback jerseys right now. Because what they did, trading away Luka Doncic, the very soul of their franchise, is looking like the biggest blunder in a long time. Since the day he was drafted, Luka wasn't just another star. He was the guy, the unicorn, the prodigy, the European wizard with the step-back three and the poker face of a Bond villain. The dude came in at 19 and made grown NBA defenders look like they were defending air. And here's the kicker. He wanted to be in Dallas forever. He literally said it multiple times. He envisioned being a lifer. A Nowitzki 2.0. He wanted statues, banners, and awkwardly adorable retirement speeches in broken English. But instead of building around him until he hung it up at 40, the Mavericks shipped him off over weight concerns. Yeah, you heard that right. Apparently, Luka had put on some pounds. Okay, more like a noticeable cushion. But still, we're talking about a guy who could drop a 40-point triple-double in Timberlands if he had to. His game has always been cerebral. He was never going to be Karl Malone. He was more Magic Johnson meets Larry Bird with a side of Luka sauce. A bigger frame didn't stop him from bending the game to his will. But the Mavs started worrying. Whispers turned into boardroom panic. What if his body doesn't hold up in 5 years? Became, maybe we should cash out now. And just like that, the guy who gave them playoff miracles, buzzer beaters, and his soul was traded.
In his 7th season from Slovenia, number 77, Luka Doncic!
Since joining the Lakers, Luka has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's the system. It ain't about the coach, it ain't about the playbook. It's not even about who's cutting or screening or chilling in the corner. As long as Luka's got the ball in his hands and a little room to breathe, points are happening. Buckets are inevitable. The man's offensive IQ is so ridiculous. Give him a big who can roll, he's dimming that dude up like it's pickup at the YMCA. Give him shooters, he'll find them with passes so accurate they should come with GPS. And if everyone else is clanking shots, fine, he'll just cook you solo and smile while doing it. His chemistry with his new Lakers teammates, already looking like basketball telepathy. He's tossing no-look lobs to AD like they've been playing together since high school. He's hitting Braun in stride like they've been exchanging letters through time. Even the role players are eating good off Luka. Dudes who were barely getting cardio in the past are suddenly dropping double digits just because Luka knows where they'll be 2 seconds before they do. Opponents, they're suffering. Defenders switch onto Luka and immediately look lost. The moment he starts orchestrating that pick and roll with Davis or Reeves, it's game over. Too much vision, too much control, and somehow too much chill for someone who's killing you. He's not just scoring. He's controlling the rhythm of the entire game like a symphony conductor who can also drop 45 and yell "and one" in Slovenian. Whether it's Euro stepping through double teams, splashing logo threes, or dropping dimes so filthy they should come with a warning label, Luka has made it very clear. He can do this anywhere, anytime, with anyone. And with the Lakers, surrounded by high IQ players who actually get his genius, it's borderline unfair. Opponents better bring an exorcist, a prayer, and a backup plan. Because Luka Doncic isn't just fitting in, he's taking over. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Stay tuned.